Hi everyone, and welcome back to Mike's Magical Music Man Cave. Today we're going to look at Cherry Audio's latest release, the Blue 3. Let's do it. Now, if you've clicked on this video, you probably already know what Hammond organ is. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We're going to have a look around the interface, hear how this lovely thing sounds, and at the end, I'm going to shut up and play some identical phrases on the Blue 3, the Nord Stage 3, and the Roland Phantom 07. And you can decide for yourself how this $49 VST stands up against some of the kind of high-end organ modeling engines out there. Now on screen, you can see the original Blue 3 brought to us by GG Audio, and you may or may not have already heard of that. Cherry Audio have taken on the baton and made some very interesting changes. Let's take a look at the new interface for a start. So here's the new look. I think it looks rather nice. Check out that carpet, by the way. You're gonna have a tough time getting curtains to match that. Anyway, everything's laid out, super simple. You're not gonna need a manual to get around this. If you are at all used to Hammond-esque organs, everything's really kind of simply laid out. All your drawbars are there where they should be. You've got your percussion section over here, a handy little overdrive section with 4 different types of overdrive. You can add in some key click. I'll show you all this in a minute. Here's your vibrato section. Here's where you set your split points. And down here in the bottom left where you can see the Cherry Audio badge, they've added a little something special. Click the effects switch on, and they've given us inside the VST, Cherry Audio's tape echo, one of their reverbs, and a graphic EQ. Spot on. And another thing to take note, every single switch, knob, button, slider, mappable to your controller, and very simple, right click, MIDI learn, and move one of your controllers. Job done. We don't just have this page, however. We've got 4 pages up here. If we click the edit button, we've got some extra controls. We can adjust the percussion section. We can adjust the key click and tonality of that click, basic EQs in and out. Also, if we click on here, you're not just limited to one model of organ. Click on here and you have A, B, and C series Hammonds and an L100 too, in all different guises and year models. Unbelievable. And by the way, this is all completely modeled, no samples. So super small download and really light on your computer resources. So something to take note. On the next page, we can alter your Leslie, the type of Leslie or amp, and you can alter all the aspects of both the horn rotor and the bass rotor, acceleration, deacceleration, speeds, all the standard stuff. And you can also change the type of microphones and the placement of those microphones by simply dragging them around just like that. Super simple, super effective. And the last button is the perform screen, where all your important stuff is condensed down so that it's easy to see for live performance. Now, if you're not over familiar with making up really cool drawbar settings, etc., Cherry Audio have given you a wealth of presets, all in different genres: blues, classic, funk, rock, and you can have a whale of a time in here trying all these presets. And then you can take a preset, alter it slightly, and save it as your own. A great time saver. Anyway, enough of my rambling. You want to hear how it sounds. Here's the upper manual with a very straightforward 3 down. Rather lovely already. Let's, however, give it a little bit more glitter. So let's click on the effects, give it a little bit of reverb. Nice tiny little bit of plate there. Some more drawbars, I think. And let's give it a bit of grit. And a bit of key click. Oh, that's like sweet molasses running down your ear holes. So let's try a few presets. Here's one called Go To. Turn some percussion on. And why not, for some giggles, turn on the split point and use some pedals. And what about Blue Gospel number 1? Lovely. In the splits presets, let's try solo with pedals. Quality. So you can have endless fun just playing with the presets alone. Let's go back to that initial tone. It's kind of one of my favorites, to be honest. And let's hit the edit tab. One of my favorite sections in here is the condition section. Here's where you can alter the, for want of a better word, the age and condition of all the innards of the organ. Now, you might not hear this properly if you're listening to this on a phone, but if you've got headphones in or some decent monitors, you'll hear all these little nuances. Let's add some crosstalk. Ain't that lovely? If I shut up for a second and bring in the leakage, can you hear that? I'll turn it right up. You can hear some circuitry going a little bit, yeah. Add some flutter and some noise, and you can hear all the tone wheels, etc., getting a bit gritty. I reckon if your organ's getting this noisy, you need it serviced. But it adds so much character. The attention to detail. Also, if I turn the noise up, you can hear that whirring around. It even affects the Leslie controls. You can hear dirty contacts. Huh. Isn't that nice? Just a nice little touch. And when it comes to the transformers, you can age those too, and it gives a different kind of timbre. Warms everything and kind of makes it a bit gnarly. Just lovely. Ambience is a nice little touch. That's it dry. Kind of gives you like a room. Let's try the tape echo. I could just play with this for hours. Very, very ambient sound. Just so versatile. If you've only got one board and you want to set up a lower and upper split, really simple. That's the upper. Choose the option that says up and lower split point, and then set a split point of your choice by clicking the set split point button and choosing the key. Now you've got lower and upper. So there's a few bite-sized examples of how this can sound. Anything from screaming hard rock stuff to very soft and creamy blues. Space agey paddy stuff if you add that tape echo and lots of ambience, etc. Everything's covered. I'm trying to think of any cons and I honestly can't see any. If I'm being super fussy, I would like to see a latch option for the switches. it would save me going into my controller and faffing around with my controller settings, basically because I'm a lazy. But there's other options out there like Gig Performer that can do that for you if you're going to use this live. But I'm really nitpicking here. And there might be a hidden option in there that I've missed. So don't spank me if I've got that wrong. Well, not hard anyway. Now I'm going to shut up talking so you can hear the Blue 3 versus the Nord stage versus the Roland Phantom 07. I say versus, there's no good or bad here. It's whatever you like. But for $49, well, listen for yourself. So what do you reckon? For that little bit of money? Hard to beat, I think. Now I'm going to put a link below to Cherry Audio's website. I'm pretty sure they've got a free trial going on at the minute. Don't spank me again too hard if I've got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do. So go over there and try this out for yourself. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. A big thanks to Cherry Audio also for whisking the Blue 3 over to me. They did say, here it is, see what you think, but they've got no say in what I said in this video. These are just my rambling thoughts. So anyway, until the next time, be good, be kind, be grateful, and I'll see you soon.